Today I'm going to teach you how to make Greek burgers. This pork burger, filled with white wine and oregano, will make any picky eater enjoy an olive.
Hi, I'm Caitlin with Cooking with Caitlin, and today we are at Clough Pike Market buying some ground pork for your Greek burgers. I like to use ground pork because it has a mild flavor and it carries all the other things really, really well. Let's get cooking. Hi, I'm Caitlin with Cooking with Caitlin, and today we're going to be making Greek burgers. It's a great thing to change up that classic burger you make every summer. For this recipe, you're going to need a ground pork, a pound of it, some black olives, feta cheese, fresh parsley, your favorite white wine, some salt, pepper, coriander, anise, and dried oregano leaves. This recipe is very easy. You literally chop and put it in the bowl and add all the ingredients together. First, you need a 1/4 cup of fresh parsley. I like to just chop stems right off the top. After you're finished chopping the parsley, you just add it straight into the bowl with the pork. Next, grab your favorite olives. I like black olives. You just want to coarsely chop about a 1/4 cup. If you've got a picky eater, you can always throw these into the Cuisinart and finely mince them. That way nobody will ever know there's olives in here. After your olives are finished being chopped, you just throw them into the bowl too with the pork and parsley. Next, you grab your favorite feta, a big hunk of it, and just crumble it right into the bowl. If you really like feta, you can always add more. Now that all the dirty work is finished, you add just about 2 tablespoons of your favorite wine, 2 glugs about. This will add additional moisture to the burger so they'll be super juicy. Next, 2 teaspoons of salt. I just use my hands. This will make it taste even better. Then 1 teaspoon of half-cracked black pepper. I like to use the bigger kernels of black pepper. Adds more flavor. Next, some coriander. 1 teaspoon. There we go. 1 teaspoon of anise. Anise has kind of a black licorice flavor, so if you're not very excited about that, you can always substitute it with fennel seed, which has the black licorice flavor, but not as much. About 1 teaspoon. And finally, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. This is big enough, you can just reach on it. The next step is simply just to mix everything together. The best tool for this is your hands, if you don't mind getting a little messy. After everything's mixed in and you want to make sure it tastes good, I would recommend making just a little patty, just about that size. And then you can fry it up on your pan just to see the flavor. Get a little taste, and if you like it, then cook the rest of them up. With 1 pound of pork, I like to make 4 big patties. So just separate it in the bowl. Make a big ball and make a big burger. Once your burgers are completely formed in your 4 enormous patties, in the grill it's not nice outside, you can always cook inside on the stovetop. You preheat to medium-high heat and drizzle just a little olive oil, just so they won't stick too bad. Once the pan is hot, starts to smoke a little, and the oil is running around, you can add your 4 burgers. This is the most important part. When you put the burgers down in a hot pan, you want to make sure you do not touch them, don't flip them, and don't press them down. If you press them down, then all of the juices will be released. And if you move them, then it won't get that nice crust on the burger. You want to let it cook for about 5 to 7 minutes on the first side without touching it or pressing it or anything. Once your time has passed and you can see that a nice crust has developed from the side, it's time to flip. When you're getting close to it almost being finished and you're not sure if it's completely cooked, the burgers start to crack a little bit. So you can kind of help it out and look inside. Pork, when it's finished cooking, turns kind of a gray color, whereas when it's raw, it's really pink. So you just crack it open, and if there's a little bit of translucent pink color, then it's not completely finished. The burgers look great. I think they're completely finished. They're firm, but still juicy and the perfect color. Now when it comes to serving these burgers, I always use a nice soft roll so you can bite right into it. You let the burgers rest for about a minute, just so it's not too hot to eat. Then for toppings, I always do 2 tomatoes and a nice piece of lemon. It's just a burst of freshness. And there you go, Greek burgers. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Cooking with Caitlin. For more great grilling ideas, please check out cookingwithcaitlin.com.